If you've been avoiding policies because they sound too corporate or stiff, you're not alone. I used to think the same thing. Policies felt like something big nonprofits had once they were pulling in six-figure grants and had a team of lawyers on speed dial. But here's the truth. Even small, scrappy organizations, maybe especially small ones, need clear policies. And honestly, the first time a board member started making decisions for the team, not with the team, and I had no clear rule to point to, that's when I realized policies don't box you in, they back you up. Welcome back to our channel, the Original Nonprofit Founders Club. I'm Alicia Mathis, here to guide and inspire you on your journey of creating and nurturing a thriving nonprofit organization. If you're joining us for the first time, this is your go-to resource for all things related to nonprofit management, whether it's understanding the ropes of administration, unraveling the intricacies of fundraising, or engaging effectively with your community. So let's talk about 3 ways policies can actually help your board and you. All right, so listen, I get it. I really do. Most founders avoid writing policies because it feels like we're too small for that. It'll just slow us down. It's one more thing on my overflowing plate. Yeah, you're busy fundraising, delivering programs, managing volunteers, plus trying to have a life outside your mission, which, let's be honest, is hard enough. But when you don't have clear boundaries written down, this is what can happen. Board member thinks it's okay to call your program staff directly with suggestions, undermining your leadership. A volunteer thinks they can spend money without approval because no one ever told them otherwise. Tension builds because there's no shared understanding of what's expected. Suddenly, small misunderstandings grow into big issues. See, policies aren't about controlling people, they're about creating clarity and protecting your mission. So let's break this down into 3 simple ways policies can actually make your leadership life easier, not harder. So imagine this. You're gearing up for an important board meeting and half your board doesn't show up. Awkward, right? But you have a board attendance policy that spells out expectations like attending 75% of meetings a year. You're not scolding anyone. You're just following the structure everyone agreed to up front. Same thing for a board code of conduct. Instead of navigating messy conflicts case by case, you can point back to shared values. Hey, remember what we all signed? Here's what respect and confidentiality look like here. See, it removes the drama. It protects the relationship. See, founders tell me all the time, I'm scared to make decisions because someone might push back or say it's unfair. That's where a simple conflict of interest or program eligibility policy comes in. It's not you saying who gets services or who can vote on a decision. It's the system you built to keep things fair and transparent. Think about it this way. Instead of defending yourself, you're defending the mission. And that shift in power dynamics changes everything. Founders, listen to me on this one. You cannot be everywhere at once. If the only way your organization runs smoothly is if you personally check every decision, answer every email, and approve every step, that's not sustainable. But if you have a financial SOP that says, here's how we track expenses, Here's who signs off on purchases over $500. Or a crisis communication policy that outlines who speaks to the media in emergency. Suddenly, you've built trustworthy systems that protect your organization even when you're offline, on vacation, or in deep focus mode. See, policies equal freedom, not bureaucracy, not micromanagement, freedom. Here's the big truth I want you to hear. Policies don't replace relationships. They make relationships easier to manage. They take the weight off your shoulders to personally handle every conflict, every question, every gray area. They make it easier for people to trust you because your boundaries are clear. And they make it easier for you to trust your team because you've built the rails they can run on. Don't wait until a crisis forces you to write your first policy. Start now, start simple, start strong. You deserve it, and so does your mission. So, ready to take the guesswork out of your first few policies? Grab the full Policy Toolkit plus Implementation Tracker. It's part of this month's May Momentum Kit inside the Founders Society. I'll put a link in the description for you to join. You'll get templates, sample language, and a simple checklist to help you build clarity without the overwhelm. And stick around, because next we're jumping into systems that can help you grow without burning out. It's all inside the Nonprofit Founders Society. See you inside.